from Wish TV. This is the Zone Kickoff Show, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, high school football is back, and teams can't wait for opening night.
I mean, I've been thinking about this day since last November when we finished on top.
For the first time in school history, Greenwood Christian is playing football.
Everyone's excited. Everyone's talking about how they're going to be at the first game and the first scrimmage. It's just, they've been super supportive.
Also, we find out what goes into some of the great high school halftime performances.
We bring energy to the stands. If the crowd gets a little bit quiet, darn it, it's our job to fire them up. So we have a role in that, in creating that atmosphere on a Friday night.
And the 2022 battle for the Zone banner is here.
We want the banner! We want the banner! We want the banner!
We're kicking it all off now.
Hey, good evening to you, and welcome to the Zone Football Kickoff Show. I'm Anthony Calhoun. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll get you ready for a brand new season of the high school football schedule, of course. Coming up tonight, Charlie Clifford heads to Johnson County, where Greenwood Christian prepares for a first ever football season, plus the one and only Greg Rakestraw on the ISC Sports Network is here to give us his take on the Central Indiana football landscape. And Angela Morian goes behind the scenes to find out what goes in some of the great halftime shows you see on Friday nights. Meanwhile, last season, Center Grove won its second straight state title in Class 6A, knocking out Westfield in the championship game 27-21. Coach Eric Moore's Trojans win a perfect 14-0, and last year entered 2022 on an impressive 28-game winning streak. However, they lose quarterback Tavian Jackson and defensive lineman Caden Curry to graduation. Also coming off back-to-back state titles are the Cathedral Irish. Last year, Cathedral went 14-1 and rolled to the Class 5A championship on offense. The Irish returned junior quarterback Danny O'Neill and senior wide receiver there, Jaron Tibbs, which will be key as due to the tournament success factor, Cathedral moves up to Class 6A.
And we take things one week at a time, but the reality is, and I've coached in the MIC, I've coached at the 6A level before, and there's a big difference. I've told everybody many times, the worst team in the MIC is still one of the top 20 teams in the state of Indiana. There's a lot of talent, and to be in Indianapolis in 6A.
It's awesome. I mean, I've been thinking about this day since last November when we finished on top in state, but the first thing on my mind was I'm ready to get back to work and ready for this season.
All right, meanwhile, a pair of Central Indiana programs won their first ever football championships last season in Class 4A after losing their season opener. Mount Vernon ran off 14 victories in a row, including a 31-point win over Northridge in the title game at Lucas Oil Stadium. Despite losing quite a bit to graduation, the Marauders will be one of the teams to watch in 4A. Meanwhile, in Class 1A, Lutheran is your defending state champion. Last season, the Saints went a perfect 15-0, including a thrilling 34-28 win over Adams Central. Longtime Lutheran coach David Patch says he can't wait to begin a title defense.
We've developed a tradition of winning, and that's a challenge. Each year that you're successful, it makes that bullseye just a little bit bigger. And being the defending champion, I think, paints that an extra bright red and a little bit bigger than probably it's ever been.
I mean, it's really awesome. We won last year. Nobody thought we'd win it second quarter, but I mean, we got a lot of work to do. It's definitely not an easy task this year. We got a lot of opponents that are going to be hard, and I mean, it's really encouraging. We want to get another one.
How about that? Good luck to them this season. Okay, Lutheran opens the season, folks, on the road against Beech Grove. That's one of the games we will cover for you coming up on the Zone Friday night. And there are plenty of other great matchups all across Central Indiana in Week 1. Let's take a look at some of the Week 1's matchups. Of course, we got Brownsburg getting set to take on Ben Davis. Warren Central at Center Grove. Mount Vernon against Noblesville. We'll be at that game for sure. And you got Bishop Chatard against Brebeuf. And Avon taking on Lawrence North. all the great notable games you'll see coming up on Friday right here on Wish TV. All right, time for a break, folks. We're just getting started here on the show. Have so much more ahead here on the Zone Football Kickoff Show. When we return, it's game one, literally, for one new program in Central Indiana. Tonight, our Charlie Clifford details the father and son who led the Charge Fund a long journey to the Hoosier State. And still ahead, what should we be watching this season on the field? Greg Breckstraw of the IFC breaks down the Central Indiana football scene. That's coming up.
Inspired by your nerves of steel and the nerves and joints that help our bodies go. Inspired by your return to battle and vanquishing your hand and wrist pain. Inspired by longer walks and breakthrough joint replacements that keep you in step. We're inspired to deliver the best in orthopedic care because at Franciscan Health, we're inspired by you.
We've been sharing the love for 50 years, and with Popeyes 2 Can Dine, you can too. Get 5 pieces of our crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken, 2 sides, and 2 biscuits for just $11.99. Dinner for 2 just became easy. Pick it up today at Popeyes.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Did you know that you don't need any money to hire Ken Nunn and you can become a client right over the phone? Call the Ken Nunn Law Office right now and let them get started on getting you a great settlement.
It's just that easy.
Remember as a kid, if you could dream it, you could do it? Well, you still can. Now during the Ford Summer Supercharged Sales Event. Simply lock in your order on select Ford vehicles and we'll lock in your rate. Even if rates go up before your order comes in, you're protected. That's how Ford is supercharging your summer. Now place your order and lock in an annual percentage rate of 2.9% for 60 months on select Ford vehicles.
The story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some Mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down at the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow linksmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Try them for yourself with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
After an accident, you can feel overwhelmed and alone. Team Green Law works for you, guiding you through the personal injury process to the recovery you deserve. And with you, focusing on your case so you can focus on healing. Team Green Law, for you, with you.
Watch multicultural reporter Katira Winfrey, only on Wish TV.
Welcome back to the Zone Football Kickoff Show. I'm Anthony Calhoun. Week 1 marks history for one Central Indiana team who you likely have never heard of. Tonight, our Charlie Clifford introduced you to the program ready to kick off for the first time.
First difficulty was not having a field to play on, and then just troubles with the equipment coming in, but we just adapted.
It's time to literally unpack the gear. The gridiron at Greenwood Christian Academy, non-existent before this whirlwind summer of finding players and teams for an inaugural season of Cougars football.
Whenever you're starting a football program, you just have to know that there's a huge mountain that you're climbing. So far, we feel very excited about where we are, where we've come in 2 months' time. 2 months ago, we had 0 games. Now we have a full 8-game schedule.
Head coach Andre Dobson and his son Trey, a freshman quarterback, are new to Indy. An 1,100-mile move sparked by an out-of-the-blue call with an offer to start a big project from scratch.
My brother-in-law is an educator over at Mooresville Christian. He had heard that Greenwood was wanting to start a football program. Moving up from Florida, from West Palm Beach, it's a great opportunity to be closer to family.
It's very different from what I used to, he wasn't always my head coach, but it's very exciting. He wants to do this, and I don't know. It's just cool.
The word around the halls at school, it's time to substitute these practices for the real deal, and now it's officially game week.
First game and first team to do it here at GCA, so it's just going to be very nerve-wracking, but again, excitement.
Of all the week one buzz across the state, nothing's quite like breaking the huddle for the first time. Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Oh, Charlie, what a great story. They're all the best of them this upcoming season. Okay, time for a break, folks. Much more ahead here on the Zone Kickoff Show. Up next, look who's here with us, the one and only Greg Straw. He's in studio to break down the season and let you know what games you can see on Mighty TV Channel 23. Can't wait to connect there, my friend. And a new battle for the Zone banner kicks off. We'll let you know how your school can win. That's coming up.
The Ford Summer Supercharged Sales Event is here, so stop by your Ford dealer today. Check out our great offers on select Ford vehicles, and when you lock in your order, we'll lock in your rate. That's right, place your custom order on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck, and your interest rate is locked. Even if rates go up before your order comes in, you're protected. That's how Ford is supercharging your summer today. Now, place your order and lock in an annual percentage rate of 2.9% for 60 months on select F-150 trucks, and you're protected.
Donato's puts a lot on their pizzas, and now they're taking off the entire menu. Get 20% off all your favorites when you order online and pick up. Use promo code 20. Donato's, every piece is important.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Bundle home and auto insurance and save. Start with us and stop knocking on wood.
Now you can save big on Supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity.
Can it handle all of my devices?
Oh, all that. And it comes with a 2-year rate guarantee.
What? Okay.
No annual contract, no equipment fees. Oh, and a free streaming box.
Oh, I like streaming.
It's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile.
Will you add a motorcycle?
No. Say yes? The new Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. It's kind of a big deal.
Summer clearance sale going on now at Family Leisure. Huge discounts store-wide. Save big on in-stock pools, patio furniture, spas, and swing sets. Going on now at Family Leisure.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving daily, now's the time to get in and get away. Now get 2.99% APR financing on our most popular sedans and SUVs. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Attractive. 25 words or less. I got you. You're going home with $10,000. You know I got you.
Weekdays at 2 on Wish TV.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Football Kickoff Special here. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight, and we are ready to gear up for a brand new season of high school football. Who better to break it all down for us than the one and only, you all know the face right here, Greg Straw of the ISC Sports Network. And I know I'm excited. Yeah. I mean, I know you have to be excited getting ready to call these games. You did the Colts over the weekend, now getting ready for high school football. It's always a great time, right?
Absolutely. And I think what makes this year unique is that, you know, last year in certain classes, we kind of had an idea who was going to win. You know, you appreciated watching greatness. But this year it is much more even, and especially locally. 6A is loaded, 4A is loaded. It could be any one of multiple teams, I think, in those two divisions from this area that brings home a state championship.
Okay, so you talked about 6A is loaded. We told you earlier in the show about Cathedral moving up to 6A because it seems like they win state championship after state championship. But now they're going to, I don't even say the big boys, but I mean they're going to the highest level. Give me your take on this, and how do you see them faring against the 6A team?
They're going to be very competitive, and let's face it, they don't have to change their schedule. You know, they play a 6A schedule as it is anyway, and that's even with, you know, Brebeuf, Chittard mixed in there, great schools from Cincinnati. Some of the others they have picked up around the area. Obviously, Center Grove they finish with each year in week number 9. In terms of this Cathedral team, they lost a lot in terms of numbers and really solid players, so they will have some new faces. But the ones they bring back are the kids that are high-end Division I talents, like a Danny O'Neal, who is a top quarterback recruit in the state. He's just a junior. Like Jerron Tibbs, you see making the catch there on the screen, that could frankly play Division I as a football or a basketball player, but is committed to play football at Purdue. On the flip side, you go to Gilbert and Kendall, some of the big fellas up front. Patrick Kendall is committed to play at Army next year. He goes 6'5", 285. He was a backup defensive tackle last year because they had so many seniors. So they will have some tough players to replace defensively. It's really an entirely new offensive line, but they have some wonderful pieces to build around.
All right, and sticking with 6A, what about Ben Davis, Warren Central, Center Grove, and give me your take on those teams?
Well, it's funny you mentioned those two teams specifically first, because the last time those two teams played, it was 57-56 in Week 5 last year of Warren Central winning, and both those teams returned a lot of pieces from a year ago. Obviously, the storyline in part will be the fact that Carmel and Center Grove are not part of the mix. However, this is kind of the second year of scheduling agreements, so the schedules will look largely the same, even though those two won't be competing for a conference championship. But those schools will all play each other. Center Grove is always going to be good. They are not generationally great the way they were the last 2 years, having won, as you mentioned to start the show, 28 games in a row. I think those four teams are very even. I think LN and LC are also not far behind them. There's a great amount of parity this year in 6A football locally.
All right, let's talk about 4A.
Yep.
We know you talk about them going to be just as competitive as well. So many great teams there. You think about Mount Vernon there, the defending champs. Give me your thoughts on who we should keep an eye on in that class.
4A is not far removed from 6A in terms of local areas that are really good. Mount Vernon does have a lot to replace from a graduation standpoint in terms of Garrick Sluniger and Keegan LaBelle, who are both IFCA All-Stars that we saw play just a handful of weeks ago. But the building blocks that Mike Kirshner laid in the ground for that program, Vince Leidy has taken that and run with it. So Mount Vernon is always going to be good. Roncalli, the team that beat them 2 years ago, and the team that they got by, John Rodenberg leaves. Eric Quintana moves in to coach that Roncalli job. They are absolutely mammoth up front, led by Trevor Lauk of their offensive line. You saw highlights of New Pal, who after being very successful in 5A and winning championships at that level, now is back in their enrollment class in 4A. And let's not sleep on Mooresville. They're really good, too. So, again, there's multiple teams in 4A.
All right, so we got a big game coming up on Friday right here, actually on our sister station, Miami TV Channel 23, and this is a good one. We've got Ben Davis getting set to take on Brownsburg, and give us your take on that one. Should be a good one coming up, right?
We had this game a couple of years ago, and it was not a good game. Obviously, there was some COVID issues that might have led to that being a little bit more one-sided, but I love the fact that the teams from the HCC and the MIC now seemingly all play each other in Week 1 and Week 2. It gives them a better idea of what the postseason could look like.
All right, well, man, it's great to have you back once again, and, of course, he knows everything about high school football, basketball. You name it, he knows it all. It's been great having those games in our sister station. We love having it every year.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Good seeing you. Always have fun on Friday. Okay, time for a break, folks. Much more still ahead here tonight on the Zone Football Kickoff. They bring the beat every Friday night. How our renowned marching bands are adding to the Friday night experience in Indiana. That's when we come back.
She sideswiped my whole car.
Then I heard that click and that pop.
I almost passed out. Everything just kind of got cloudy.
Well, you do not plan for an accident.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
At any moment, your life can change. We're here for you if that occurs.
Inspired by your nerves of steel and the nerves and joints that help our bodies go. Inspired by your return to battle and vanquishing your hand and wrist pain. Inspired by longer walks and breakthrough joint replacements that keep you in step. We're inspired to deliver the best in orthopedic care because at Franciscan Health, we're inspired by you.
We've been sharing the love for 50 years, and with Popeyes 2 can dine, you can too. Get 5 pieces of our crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken, 2 sides, and 2 biscuits for just $11.99. Dinner for 2 just became easy. Pick it up today at Popeyes.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
some things aren't worth putting off, like your car insurance. Good thing we're here to remind you.
Watch meteorologist Marcus Bailey only on Wish TV.
Starting a whole new war.
Dominic will fight for survival.
He's a dangerous man to cross.
Devils. Tonight at 9 on Wish TV.
All right, we're back here on the Zone Football Kickoff Show. A Friday night under the lights wouldn't be complete, folks, without the sound of drums and brass. Our Angela Morian went out to Brownsburg to check out their bands and get a chance to have a story for you here as we get ready for Friday night football debut.
What would a Friday night at Brownsburg be without the band?
I think it would be significantly more boring.
At Brownsburg, no one's getting up during halftime. The Bulldogs band is just as much of a show under those Friday night lights as the football team.
I think people are coming just as much to see us as they are coming to see the football players perform.
We're bringing parents and families to the football games, right? So we've got 200 kids in the band, multiply that by all their parents, all their families, all their friends that are coming, and they're cheering for the football team just as much as everybody else because it's a community event. It's really excellent that we have that support, that our community understands the excellence that our program brings.
The sound of Brownsburg made a lot of noise last year. Not only were the Bulldogs recognized nationally, marching in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, they also won the Sudler Shield Award. That's the award given to the best marching bands in the entire world. However, right here on Friday nights in Brownsburg, all this band cares about is bringing the energy.
The crowd gets a little bit quiet, darn it, it's our job to fire them up. We have a role in that, in creating that atmosphere on a Friday night, and we'll take that real seriously. We'll play a lot of tunes, we'll play a lot, we'll play really loud.
I think we bring a lot of energy and fun and just an extra layer of just really fun atmosphere.
We get some high adrenaline because we know for a football game we can go practice our show so we can see how good we will be for upcoming competition.
Last year, the sound of Brownsburg tied its best state finish at 5th. Now the sights are set on a podium.
Exciting things are happening at Brownsburg's band. Like, we've got a new director. Our color guard is doing incredible things all the time. I'm just really excited for what Brownsburg Bands is going to be and is right now.
Practicing 9 hours a day during the summer is certainly paying off. Angela Morian, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Angela, thank you so much. Got to have the bands there on Friday nights. Okay, we're taking a break. One of our favorite parts of football season is watching the competition for the coveted Zone banner for the best student section in Central Indiana. Before we take that break, though, here's a chance for you to find out how your school can win the banner.
The battle is on for the best student section in Central Indiana.
The winner of the 2021 Zone Championship banner is Cathedral High School. Congratulations to the Irish.
Which school is going to win the undisputed Top Spirit Award, the Zone Championship banner? The Irish of Cathedral are the defending champs.
How good does that banner look in this gymnasium?
If you want in the game, you better come ready. It's the Spirit Award everybody wants.
We're saving his head for the banner.
So if you want the Spirit banner, please stand up. What? Please stand up. Please stand up.
Entire schools and communities coming together to win the coveted banner. We want and the celebrities that have jumped in?
Let's bring the banner back to Garrett Justice.
Win that spirit banner for me, please.
I know that they have the best spirit in the state. Go Dogs.
So how can your school take home the Zone banner? Here are 3 ways your school can win and have the Zone banner hanging in your gym. Number 1, great school spirit. Number 2, show us how much you love the Zone. And number 3, lead the way on social media across the state, promoting your school and the Zone. So who's taking the Zone Championship banner in 2022? We'll find out in November.
And of course, Wish TV has you covered both on air and online when it comes to high school football this fall. Be sure to check out wishtv.com. Sports for all the Central Indiana scores each Friday, plus the complete highlights, post-game reaction, interviews, and more. And we'll be live on Facebook from our Zone Tailgate shows and have updates all night on Twitter. So Wish TV, the place to be for another great year of high school football. We cannot wait. By the way, our Zone Tailgate Party coming your way on Friday at Noblesville High School. Can't wait to see you. Thank you so much, folks, for watching. We'll see you Friday night for the Zone.